Shall we crack on with some reviews?
Yes, let's make a start on some films which are actually featuring on Disney Plus at the moment. There were three, as you said, three new releases available for those who kind of purchased it on the day, ready to go. So we're gonna start by talking about probably the biggest of the new releases, one of the Disney originals, which is a remake of I think it was made in 1955, the original, the Lady and the Tramp. Which obviously, for those who aren't aware, who can't remember the original, it is a story about a dog called Lady, who is basically taken her home, is with a young couple. She is pampered. She is very much loved. She is like the center of this young couple's world. That is until they get pregnant and a baby comes into play. Lady starts to get a little bit jealous, and that is kind of reinforced when she kind of meets a street dog, the Tramp, who kind of basically tells her that when the baby comes in, the dog goes out. And it's basically kind of follows the kind of blossoming romance of Lady and the Tramp as, he kind of shows her his his way of life, and they kind of fall in love. And we've got a really nice video now, actually, a kind of a clip, a featurette, which was brilliantly chosen by you, Dan. Kind of goes into some of the behind the scenes stuff with the movie. What is a really great aspect of this movie is that obviously the themes of the movie are about kind of adoption and about taking street dogs in and homeless dogs in to the home. And what I hadn't realized was that the Lady and the Tramp remake had basically used all dogs, from shelters around the US, and we've got a nice featurette on that now.
Guys, something very special happened this morning. I got your collar. I got my collar. Yep, officially part of the family.
Hey, cut.
That was nice. You did a good job.
Pretty great. In many ways, this story is a story about rescuing animals.
A big portion of the dogs that we used on the film needed rescuing. They came from a pound or a shelter or foster homes, and we looked all over the country.
In the case of Monty, he was stray.
And Monty.
He's the most remarkable dog.
On your mark. Good.
He's really charming, gentle, and has so much soulfulness in his eyes. And he couldn't have been more perfect for Tramp.
Gonna be another perfect day. When I finally saw Monty, it's one of those great things that you immediately kind of get him.
Go kid!
Because the dog just by nature has a certain attitude about him. Same with Lady, who looks very sort of put together and beautiful.
Rose was living with an owner who felt like she needed a job because she was very active and was not going to be a sit-on-your-lap kind of dog. And we found her, and we said, we think we might have a job for her.
When Rose and Monty, our two stars, met, it was very clear they were right for each other.
Nice to meet you, Lady.
These dogs started from scratch. The whole team got them so focused and connected. It was amazing to watch.
I thought they just looked so perfect, and they were so darling together.
It's a real pleasure to see these dogs thrive in a way that they hadn't been able to. And they received so much love being on set. And quite frankly, there's nothing quite as regenerating as the affection you get from one of these dogs.
I know. Really couldn't get any better.
As a team and as a crew, we all believe in rescuing animals.
I've always had rescue animals growing up, and there's something really incredible about giving them a second chance.
There's something about the look in a dog's eyes. They are just incredibly endearing. They have this loyalty, especially rescue dogs. There's something very special about that bond.
Hey, cut.
Wasn't that lovely?
Oh, it was. It was just adorable. Makes my heart melt, almost as if like I was watching the Mighty Ducks. Sorry, I'll stop.
The more Mighty next show can be a Mighty Ducks special.
Oh, I think I'm going to be ill that week.
So moving back on to Lady and the Tramp. Okay, so when it was announced, it kind of came from nowhere last year when it was announced that they were remaking Lady and the Tramp, and that it wasn't going to go into cinemas, it was going to go straight on to Disney Plus. I think like it was announced springtime and Disney Plus was due out already for Christmas time. So it seemed like there was a quick turnaround on making this movie. So yeah, it was really strange when it was announced, and obviously we're used now to seeing all these live action remakes go into the big screen. You know, we've had Aladdin, we've had Dumbo, we've had The Lion King. So obviously Disney have kind of made a decision, in my eyes, the right decision, by saying the Lady and the Tramp. I'm not sure if that's, you know, kind of one of the more famous ones. Obviously, it's got the iconic scene with the spaghetti and they kind of kiss. But really, is it going to be one that audiences kind of rush out in their droves to see? And I think they've made the right decision. I think what you've got with this remake is a film which is perfectly pitched for streaming. It's nothing special. It is nothing amazing. I think it is sweet in all the right places. It is charming in all the right places. It has got a great voice cast, and I think a lot of the money for this movie must have gone to the voice cast. You've got Justin Theroux playing the Tramp. You've got Tessa Thompson playing Lady. So you've got two great central leads there, and then you've got a few kind of side characters like Ken Jeong, Sam Elliott, Ashley Jensen playing some of the other kind of characters through the movie. If you've seen the original, if you like the original, you'll probably find this does the job, ticks all the boxes, it hits all those notes. The scene with the spaghetti is still in there and is still as lovely as ever. It doesn't really kind of push the boat out or do anything different or anything kind of unique, just like The Lion King, really. That kind of just followed the kind of ABC guide that the original had kind of set out. But, you know, it's charming enough. It sidesteps the Siamese song really, really well.
What?
Yeah. The racial kind of undertones are missing, which is nice to see. And as I said, the voice cast are terrific. The visuals are really lovely. And it's a film about dogs. So as you know, Dan, that immediately kind of gives it a high ranking.
Yeah, automatic 2-star for you, even if it's not a film. As long as it's got dogs in it, we're okay.
Exactly. But you know what? I think if it had been in cinemas, I think people would be kicking off. I don't think people would want to go and spend, you know, £10, £15 a ticket to go see this. But for streaming, for watching on your television, I think it's perfectly fine. It does the job. It was there 1 minute, gone the next. I can't say I'm going to rush out and watch it again, or that it's going to be an instant kind of classic for me. But I thought it did what it wanted to do really well, and I think it'll keep families kind of entertained at home while this is all kind of kicking off outside.